Howdy, welcome to Web Page Development. Let's go ahead and get started. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the introduction to HTML. Now, you may or may not have even heard of HTML prior to taking this class, and that's all right. We'll walk you through all of it. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Basically, in English, what this means is it's a programming language that lets your web browser, like Google Chrome or Firefox or Safari, Internet Explorer, any of those different web browsers, to know that when they open this little file right here, to treat it like a web page and to to process it and display what it is that you're trying to type in to your web page to display on the screen. Now, a markup language like HTML is a set of what are called markup tags, which are these things, like your title tags, your heading tags, your paragraph tags, and we'll go into all details on all these things in depth later. Now, each HTML tag, each of these different things that you see here, these different tags, they all do different things. For example, H2, what it does is it displays this text right here. This is a sample heading. It makes this text bold and big. Okay. The paragraph tag right here, it says P. This just prints out sample paragraph in this case with normal paragraph style and size text. For example, if I go ahead and run this page, here's what it's going to look like. Where it says sample heading and sample paragraph, just like that. Now, let me go back to my document here. Up here at the top, we have a declaration or another tag called doc type. And what you're going to see in this course is that it says doc type and then HTML. Now, if you're hunting around on the internet and you're looking for different tutorials, you might see a different doc type. That's for an older version of HTML, and you shouldn't use it. You can use it if you want, but you need to know that there are some nuances with everything inside the document from older versions of HTML to the current one, which is HTML5, what we're learning, which is the latest and greatest. The text that you have in here between your open HTML tag and your closing, all the way down at the bottom, everything inside here, basically your browser treats it as an HTML file. Everything inside your head section, from your opening head tag to your closing head tag, or your start and end tags, same thing, just interchangeable terms. This stuff is not seen when you render the file. So when you go and you open this HTML file, you won't see any of this stuff. All you're seeing is stuff inside the body tags. Stuff inside the head tags is reserved for different things, primarily for your title, for any links to style sheets, which we'll go over that later. You don't really need to know what that is just yet. But different things that the page needs to load in order to be formatted properly. But the stuff you actually see when you render the file is inside the opening and closing body tags. So HTML tags, these things right here, they're what are called keywords or tag names. And they're surrounded by brackets, angle brackets, opening angle bracket, closing angle bracket. And then the name of the keyword. In this case, H2 stands for heading size 2. You have, I think there's 6 different headings. And then there's another tag right here called paragraph, or P for short. These different tags, they have what's called an opening tag, which is H2, for example, right here, and then a closing tag. Here's how you tell the difference between an opening and a closing tag, or start and end tag. Again, interchangeable. The opening tag is to the left of the content. The closing tag is to the right of the content after you close it out. And there's also a forward slash before the name of the tag. Now, not all tags come in pairs, but most do. So for example, anytime you have a paragraph, when that paragraph is over, when you're all done typing in the content inside that paragraph, it has a closing tag. However, there are other tags which in HTML5 do not have a closing tag, like line break, for example. Right? It's just one tag, and what it does is it's like pressing return or enter on your keyboard twice. And that, in a nutshell, is the very, very basic introduction to HTML. Now we're going to be going over all this stuff in great detail in further videos, but for now what you need to know is that your HTML is a programming language that we use on the internet to basically format and style, or structure, I should say, not style, structure web pages. So when you click on that HTML file, your web browser knows what to do with it. There are opening and closing tags for just about everything in HTML, from paragraphs to headings. They're all a little bit different. There are about 30 different tags that we'll be using in general in this course, so you'll need to become familiar with them. And again, throughout the rest of the videos and readings and things like that, we will drill down through them. But for now, just sit tight and watch the next video in this series. Thanks.